Are you more susceptible to being drugged, robbed, kidnapped if you've been drinking? Let's jump into it. Follow along.
Medellin, no Netflix fillers playing out in the alleys. Stay smart, no stubbles through hidden valleys. dcbornrob channel, don't be a subplot. Stick to the past where gold gets got. From Metro Rods to Comuna 13.
Okay, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever it is you're located. Thanks for watching. You're watching DC Born Rob Racing Borders. I'm DC Rob. I want to talk to you a bit. Let me start off with this. I use AI. I've been learning AI. Sometimes I'm up till 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night, going over different AI features, trying to figure out how to do more with less, since it's just me. But so I wanted to ask my AI, and I have a few different sources. This Chat GPT, which is the same one that I use most of the time. It's just the easiest to jump into. But there's a couple of other ones that I use also that are connected to the internet. So I ask because I don't want to be victim blaming, and I don't want anybody else to be victim blaming for anybody who falls prey to any of these crimes. It is on the criminal who committed the crime. Let's get that out there first of all. But, and I've been saying this for some time now, and those who watch know, some may get a little, it may, ruffle their feathers a little bit because they want to drink, and I drink. Let me put that out there. I drink. And have I been too drunk where I could have been taken advantage of? Yes. When I used to sit at the park, I would go dancing, and I would come back, take my dance classes on Calle del Sur, walk the 2 blocks over to Parque Yera, sit there, eat my popcorn, and drink my double shot of vodka. So, but that was 6 years ago. It's a different world now. You can't do that anymore. And I was by myself. But you can't be impaired. There's always somebody watching. So, like I've been saying. So anyway, in short, I asked AI this question. Are you more susceptible to being drugged, robbed, or scammed? I didn't say kidnapping, I said scam. So this is what I asked. Are you more susceptible to getting robbed or scammed if you've been drinking in Medellin, Colombia? And because this is out to the internet, it does all the research and it gives you all these bullet points, and this came from this and this came from that. So they've done the research. In short, either you believe in AI or you don't. I believe in it because I know I have the sources. All the sources that they reached out to research this, and whether they doctors, this is AI. Man, let me tell you something. Stuff that used to take us hours is now done in seconds. No joke. So here's the answer that I got. Yes, you are more susceptible to getting robbed or scammed if you've been drinking in Medellin, Colombia. Here are the key points from the search results. There are frequent incidents of tourists getting drugged and robbed in Medellin, often after accepting drinks from strangers or leaving drinks unattended. Scopolamine, known as the devil's breath, is a powerful sedative used to incapacitate victims. The affluent El Poblado area, especially the Zona Rosa nightlife district, is one of the highest risk areas for robberies and crimes against tourists in Medellin. Criminals target intoxicated individuals who are easier to rob. Drinking impairs your judgment and makes you an easier target for thieves and scammers looking to take advantage. You're less aware of your surroundings and more vulnerable when intoxicated. Accepting drinks, food, or invitations from strangers can lead to you being drugged and robbed, as happened to the travel blogger who was sedated after eating a soup brought to him by a woman he met on Tinder. Remember that story? I reported that story. Okay, the search results clearly indicate that being under the influence of alcohol or drugs significantly increases your risk of falling victim to robbery, assault, or scams by opportunistic criminals in Medellin nightlife areas. Remaining sober and vigilant is crucial for safety. Okay, now I'm using Perplexity if you wanted to know which AI I'm using. I'm using Perplexity again because it's tied into the internet. So it can just go out and search a billion computers real quick and come up with this stuff. So you can communicate with it like speaking to a person. So after getting that answer, I asked the question, is this true for any place you may visit, not just Medellin, Colombia? The answer I got was yes. Yes, the increased risk of getting robbed or scammed while drinking alcohol is generally true for any place you visit, not just Medellin, Colombia. Here are some key points. Alcohol impairs judgment and awareness. Alcohol consumption impairs your judgment. decision-making abilities, and situational awareness. This makes you an easier target for criminals looking to take advantage. When intoxicated, you are less likely to notice potential threats or suspicious behavior around you. There's a vulnerability in unfamiliar environments. As tourists or visitors in an unfamiliar place, you are already at a disadvantage in terms of knowing the area, local customs, and potential risk. Alcohol exacerbates this vulnerability by further diminishing your ability to make sound decisions and stay alert to your surroundings. Opportunistic criminals worldwide. While crime rates vary, opportunistic criminals who prey on intoxicated individuals exist in cities and tourist destinations worldwide. Thieves, scammers, and those looking to take advantage of inebriated victims operate in many popular travel destinations. Therefore, while specific risk may differ by location, the general principle holds true. Consuming alcohol increases your susceptibility to becoming a victim of crime or scams when visiting any unfamiliar place as a tourist or traveler. Remaining sober and vigilant is advisable to enhance your personal safety. So there you go. There's the answer. So we're having a conversation, me and my AI friend. So I ask, because I always get this kickback when somebody gets robbed or drugged and turns out they speak Spanish. Somebody always comments, is it you? Somebody always comments, knowing Spanish didn't save him. That goes to prove knowing Spanish don't save you. I don't think anybody ever said that. It will help keep you safe, though. If you, let's face it, if you can't speak the language, you don't know. Again, you can't even say help. So for anybody to try to equal that out, I just don't get it. I don't get that argument. Stop making that argument, please. It's just foolish. It's just foolish to say that, oh, look, somebody got robbed. He spoke Spanish, so speaking Spanish can't help you. It's just insane. It's nuts. Please stop that. And whoever, somebody's going to comment on this video, and I get that, and I'll just, anyway, whatever. But anyway, it's just an insane comment to think that you speaking Spanish won't help you. It's just foolish. Anyway, okay, so I asked the question next. What about if you add that? If you add that you don't speak the language of the country that you're visiting, okay, any country, France, you don't speak French, whatever. The answer is, if you don't speak the language of the country you're visiting, the risk of getting robbed or scammed while drinking increases even further. Here are some key points. Communication barriers. Not being able to communicate effectively in the local language puts you at a significant disadvantage when traveling abroad. You may have trouble understanding warnings, directions, or requests for assistance, making you more vulnerable. Difficulty assessing situations. Without language skills, it becomes harder to assess potentially dangerous situations or read social cues that could indicate a scam or a threat. Misunderstandings are more likely, which criminals may exploit to their advantage. Reliance on others. You may need to rely more on strangers or intermediaries to communicate, increasing the chance of encountering someone with ill intentions. Scammers may take advantage of the language barrier to confuse or mislead you more easily. Cultural misunderstandings. Lack of understanding of local customs and norms due to the language barrier can lead to unintentionally putting yourself in compromising situations. Criminals may exploit cultural differences to their benefit when targeting intoxicated foreign tourists. In summary, the combination of being under the influence of alcohol and not speaking the local language compounds the risk and vulnerabilities faced by travelers. It becomes more harder to navigate unfamiliar environments, communicate effectively, and assess potential threats, making you an easier target for criminals looking to take advantage of disoriented tourists. Like I said, when you look at these pictures of the girls, when they actually get arrested and whether their face is blurred out or not, sometimes it's not. We don't even know why, but they're not that attractive. Come on, guys. You know, when the ugly lights come on, and those my age will know what ugly lights are. When you've been around till the club lights come on and the place is closed, and you walking out of there with a dog and you didn't even know it, that's where you need a partner with you to tell you, no, don't do that. Don't do that. You don't want to do that. But what if you're by yourself? And what if you and your partner both had too much to drink? Again, I ask myself, do I drink probably too much?
Yes,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Yes.
Oh, of course.
Of course.
I think we all agree.
Absolutely. So I'm telling you, it's not because I don't drink and I'm trying to preach. I'm doing all I can, and I'm doing with this channel all I can to help keep you guys safe. And I'm telling you, one drink, you are not the same person. So think about 3 doubles. You are not the same person, because I've seen people walking around the park wilding out. just embarrassing themselves and everybody else who's coming behind them. But when you get too drunk, just remember, you need to have that partner with you. You got to have somebody, just like a designated driver, you need a designated walker, somebody who's going to stand back and look all this stuff. I think I told this when I went down to Parque Botero when I lived there and my ex came to visit. She was, oh my God, the statues are they're beautiful. And I'm like this. I'm not enjoying this moment at all because she was just oblivious to what was going around. So I could see people when they're watching. You need that partner outside. You need a designated walker. Matter of fact, I should call this video a designated walker because you need somebody to watch you. You're going to drink, okay? Most of the guys that go down there are going to drink. If I had to guess, like 95 to 98% of the guys that go down there are going to drink. Some people are going to do even other stuff. I don't even want to talk about that. So I'm just talking about the alcohol right now because it's legal and it can be controlled. But that was something else. Remember, it's compounded. So you smoking some weed, you drinking. Remember, you don't get more buzzed, you get more drunk. Next thing you know, you slopping, you falling asleep, and you have no idea what's going on. And again, 2 days later, you butt naked on the curb. So I'm just making this video because if I get through the one, that's all I want to do right now. If I get through the one, just watch your drinking. That's all I'm saying. Don't go too far. Everybody's going to drink. I'm going to go down there. I'm going to drink. I'm going to bring my own. By the way, I go to duty free. I bring my own liquor. I don't even want to say his name, but I won't say his name. But if I'm going to drink vodka, it's Ciroc Blue, the regular. That's just my favorite vodka if I'm going to drink it. So I would bring, when I would go down and Rob was at Sweet Georgia, I would bring my bottle down and say, yo, can I leave my bottle here? Just pour me a drink when I want to drink. Whatever I don't drink, sell it. That way I didn't have to pay for a drink. You need a spot like that where you need to work out a deal like that. But I could monitor my drinking then too. And sometimes that's not too good when you're pouring your own. But I'm just saying, before you leave the house and you try to get a couple before you heading out, just remember, you are more susceptible, not blaming the victim, but you are more susceptible, fact, when you've had drinks, when you had too many drinks, when you mix that with something else, when you by yourself, when you let two people be around you, when you let everybody around you speak in another language and you can't speak and you don't know what they're saying and they're texting and they're calling and you just, a mark. That is the perfect mark right there. Somebody who has had too much drink because they're sitting back and watching who's stumbling. That's all they just say. Hey, and they call and when they're on the phone, yeah, Jay, yeah, white shirt, red hat. Yeah, man, get him. That's what I think they would do. Because if I was them, and I used to have that criminal mind, I am from D.C. So I'm telling you, that's what, if I was in that position, that's what I would do. I would be pulling you up from the airport. But I would be watching up in the park where, and the good thing with the barriers or the downside with the barriers were they funneled you through. So when they funneled you through those entry and exit points, that's where they were watching at. That's what I would do. That's where they're watching at. So just be careful, guys. We want you to go down. I want those good stories, man. I went down. I just got back, and I got a couple of those stories over the past couple of days. I just went down, just got back, had a blast, did this, had that, loved it. Man, I'm telling you, it's a place you have to visit. For everybody who's saying they're not going to go, I still love Medellin. I'm still going to go. You just gotta carry yourself differently now. I just don't get the warm and fuzzies. I didn't get it the last time I was there, and I probably won't get it the next time I go with all this rigmarole that the mayor started. So anyway, I want you guys to travel everywhere, not just Medellin, Colombia, but if you're going to go, that's what this channel is focused on, really. If you're going to go, be safe, get a designated walker to go with you, a designated walker. Okay, you don't have to be drink. I mean, somebody's going to sit in the car with you and is going to watch your back. Somebody always needs to cut themselves off. Both of you been drinking and one get too drunk and one I'm go, shorty, I'm too drunk. The other one needs to stop and say, I got it. Water. Now I know because my partner over here stumbled. I know people watching. When you stumbling, they watching. So anyway, want you guys to travel. Just remember to travel, but travel safe.
On behalf of the flight crew, thank you for flying with us and have a pleasant day.
Okay, hold on, guys. Right quick. If you need to have things shipped to Colombia, shipped to someone else, or shipped to yourself to Colombia from the United States, make sure you reach out to CaribbeanShipper.com. CaribbeanShipper.com. The contact information is coming next. Join me on social media. I am dcbornrob official on Instagram. I am dcbornrob official 1 on TikTok. I am dcbornrob on Twitter. Don't be like this guy right here.
You're just so stupid. I had to send you a video to let you know that you're so stupid.
That's right. Don't be like this guy right here. Join me on social media. Headed to Medellin, Colombia? See my guy Andres with Nomad Travel for safe airport pickups and drop-offs and tours. Contact information in the description below. If you're in Medellin and you need dental work done, from a basic cleaning to major reconstructive surgery, come see my guy, Dr. Carlos Maury. Contact information in the description below.
Thanks for hitting like. You did the right thing by hitting like. Thanks for hitting like. Thanks for hitting like. DC Born Rob.